Hi boys and girls, this is Mr. Cook again, and today we're going to be doing Finding the Missing Parts of 10. You're working on pages 81 to 86 in your math books today. A couple things today for vocabulary. You guys are learning part and whole, because we're going to be introducing our part-whole maps. If you've already done that, awesome. If not, here we go. So this is what we have. This is called our part-whole map. We've got one part here, one part here, and we've got the whole thing right here. The way I always explain this to my kids, the word part means you're just getting a piece of something. The word whole means you're getting the whole thing. So just like if you get a part of a pie, you're just eating a piece of it. And if you eat the whole pie, you're eating the entire thing. So let's get started here. We're going to be finding the missing parts of 10. So that means we know that our answer down here at the bottom is going to be 10. That's going to be our whole. Now the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to put one part at the top. So for example, let's just do the number 4. And we're going to leave this spot here blank. So we need to put everything that we know down here at the bottom. So we know that we have 4 plus that missing number equals 10. Now the big thing here, boys and girls, we need to find out what that piece is going to be. So let's try to find that out. So the first thing I want us to do is we need to make sure that we're drawing everything that we know. So the first thing on this side of the problem is we know that we have 4. So I'm going to draw the picture 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I've told this to my kids in my class, but what you want to do is an equation is almost like a balance beam, where you have to have everything balanced on each side that equals the same exact thing, kind of like a seesaw. If you have something that weighs the same on each side, it's going to stay equal. So we need to do the same exact thing for our problem here. So I know that I've got 10 on this side, and I need to get to 10 on this side. And right now, I know that I have 4 on this side. Now, one strategy that we can do is by using manipulatives, or anything that you have at home or at school that you can try to put things down on paper. Now, for parents at home, I would recommend using either pennies, nickels, or anything that you can really find that might be different shapes, but kind of the same similar item. So right now we have the number 4. Perfect. What I like to do is I like to circle that number so we don't get confused with the next drawing that we're going to do. So what we're going to do is use the count up method. We start with the number 4, and we're going to count up until we get to 10, but we're going to count all of the new circles that we drew outside of what I just circled right here in this group. So here we go. So we start with 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now what I want to do is I know I have 4 right here. We already know that number, but we don't know this one. So now I want to go back and count all of those. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. If I count all these up, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So 4 plus 6 is going to equal 10. So remember, big thing, circling the ones that you know. So the ones on the outside here are your brand new ones to equal this number right here. So let's do 1 or 2 more. We'll see how we're feeling. So remember, we're trying to find the parts of 10. So we're going to put 10 on the bottom. And this time, I'm going to put a number in a different spot. Let's put it right there. So we're trying to find out what this number is to equal 10, because that's one part plus one part is going to equal the whole part. So let's get moving here. So the first number, I actually don't know what it is, so I'm going to put a box. We always put a box for something that we don't know. The next number is 5. So something plus 5 is going to equal 10. So remember, draw what you know. I love using circles because they're super easy. Makes them nice, organized, right here on the bottom. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And remember, circle those. Because when we use our count up method, it's going to be all the numbers outside of this circle that are going to help us get to the number 10 that are going to go in that box right there. So let's keep counting. So we have number 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Use that count up method. Start with the number that you know, work your way up until you get to the number that you want to know. So let's count over here. So we got 5 on the inside. We've got some right here. So it should be 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So what it should be is 5 plus 5 equals 10. So let's check it one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Beautiful. That's the other part to our piece that we have right there. So remember, drawing, boxing off the ones that you know, putting the ones on the outside, that's going to be your next one right there for you. Let's do one more to finish up our lesson here for you today. Let's do number 7. We know we were getting to 10, so we got to find out this part right here. So let's go for it. We're going to put the number 7 at the bottom. Plus something equals 10. Now remember, we're going to draw what we know. I know I keep saying this, I might sound crazy, but I want you guys to really focus on drawing everything that you guys know here. So we're going to draw the number 7. This is our picture. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now big thing when you're drawing your circles down here at the bottom, do not make them look like dots. If you do this, 4, 5, 6, 7, it's going to be really hard to kind of count all those little guys after the fact. We want to make sure they're big enough so that you can count them, but also not way too big so they're just ridiculously big. So let's get rid of all those guys. So I have 7 down right here. I'm going to circle them. I've got a couple friends that just like to put a line in my classroom, but that works out great. 7 on this side, and we're going to count up. So remember, start with the number 7. Keep going until you hit the number that you want to know, which is the number 10. So we have 7, 8, 9, 10. So let's count them up. I've got 7 on this side, and I've got 1, 2, 3 on this side. And if we count them all up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So 7 plus 3 is going to equal 10. Those are my part 1, part 2, and that equals my whole down here on the bottom. Now, boys and girls, pages 81 to 86, that's what you're going to be working on today. If you have any questions, please reach out to your teachers or out to Mr. Cook. We're always here to help you out. Good luck, boys and girls.